above the.
Good morning. Welcome to the October 1st, 2025 Board of Sanitary Commissioners meeting. If you would all please stand with me and recite the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. I believe we have all of our sanitary district commissioners here, so no excused absences. We'll move into our public comment period. Anyone wishing to make public comment may approach the podium. They'll be limited to 3 minutes. We will give that a beat. Seeing no feet, we will move forward into our consideration of our September 17th, 2025 board minutes. Would any commissioner like to make a motion in regards to those board minutes?
Move for approval.
And I will second. All in favor say aye.
Aye. Abstain.
Hearing 4 ayes and 1 abstention from, excuse me, Mr. Clark. We'll further on consider a register of claims totaling $1,650,288.03. Would any commissioner like to discuss or clarify any of those claims or question said claims?
No picture.
Seeing no questions, the only thing worthy I found of highlight was, as discussed at our last meeting, a refund of, I believe, $284,000 to Ball State for an overpayment due to a change with basically the billing from the water company was incorrect, and we bill off the water company, so we're just getting them their money back that they did not owe us. That said, would anyone like to make a motion in regard to the register of claims?
I'll make a motion to approve.
Second. Hearing a motion is second, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Hearing none opposed, the register of claims is approved. Next, we'll move into District Administrator update with Mr. Rick Conrad.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Conrad, District Administrator. I'll go through a few quick updates here before we get to our department head update. Engineering Department continues doing work all over town. They will remain on Hodson for a little while, doing some repair work, and then I believe they have some repairs they may be doing in front of the Bewley Center on MLK, so there may be some lane restrictions coming up there. We've talked about this at some previous board meetings. Sanitation was able to pick up 2 used CNG trash trucks from the city of Moline in Illinois. So we're very happy to have those in addition to some additional new trucks that we've added. So we're finally getting our fleet caught up to date out there. I know they're very excited to have these trucks. Had the White River cleanup this weekend. Sanitation helped pick up trash for that as well and participate in the cleanup. By all accounts, that went very well. State Board of Accounts, we had our annual report from State Board of Accounts sent back to us, and once again, no findings, so nice, easy, great thing to report. Always awesome when they have nothing to say. And then finally, we'll be doing this every board meeting here for the next few weeks, but we'll be talking about leaf season and our requirement to move away from plastic bags for disposing of leaves. There is no timeline set yet for what we're calling our leaf season. We'll be focusing on picking up leaves. Doesn't look like the majority of the leaves falling is imminent. Everything looks pretty green out there still, so no date has been selected, but it will not be next week. We think we're at least a couple weeks out. We are also starting to purchase some paper bags that we will begin distributing. First priority will probably be to the neighborhoods where we know they have lots of leaves to collect, and then we'll open it up to the public to come and get some. This is not going to be something where we are intending to provide all paper bags to all residents. This is just to help kind of offset it for people this first year. Moving forward, we want to have everybody buying their own paper bags to do this, but since this is new, we want to try and make it a little more convenient this year. So you'll start seeing some announcements from us at the board meetings, on Facebook, maybe in the paper, and then some direct communication with the neighborhood associations too, so that everybody is aware of the change, and we'll be doing what we can to help facilitate that. And with that, I will be happy to field any questions.
Thank you, Mr. Conrad. Mr. Clark, any questions?
I have no questions. Thank you, Rick.
Mr. Selvey,
No questions.
Mr. Overton,
No questions.
Mr. Smith.
No questions.
And, yeah. Thank you, Rick, for your update. Just, reiterate, we're moving to paper bags since basically our trash provider, if we throw away a plastic bag full of leaves, it goes to landfill. It does not get composted. It's, one, kind of wasteful. Two, we do pay a lot to have those leaves basically, trucked to a landfill. I believe it's $53 a ton, plus or minus, something like that. A little higher. Jason's giving me the up sign. We won't play the prices right, but it is more than $53. I do want the little yodeling man next time. Thank you. That said, obviously $53 a ton to get rid of leaves. They do stack up rather quickly. I think it was 700-ish tons last year, or is that high or low? Come on. I'm waiting for my yodel. Let's go. Okay, right around in there. So that's a significant chunk of change, and with being able to go to paper bags, we'll actually be able to compost those and, hopefully save some money and be a little more environmentally friendly. So, once again, stealing your thunder there, Rick, but,
Yep.
I'll do that occasionally. I have no questions either. Thank you, Mr. Conrad. And next up, got a department head update with Mr. Chuck Jones and Laura Bowley from the Bureau of Water Quality.
Chuck Jones, Director of Bureau of Water Quality. Just a short update. It's not really the great time of year for us to update. When we get to the end of the year, we'll have a more in-depth update. Our biologists have finished the summer collection season with our interns. They're now working with their data, and they showed interest in presenting a health of the river at a board meeting after the reports are finished. Labs doing day-to-day work, everything's going great. And I was just up here to introduce Laura. If there's any questions about the Bureau, I'm happy to answer now.
Mr. Clark?
No questions. Thank you,
Mr.
sir.
Selvey?
No,
Mr.
sir.
Overton?
Those discussions on buying new lab equipment, where is that at?
We are efforting quotes,
Okay.
prices, and looking at it.
Mr. Smith?
No questions.
Nope. Thanks, Chuck.
And I'll
Bring it on,
turn it over to
Laura.
Laura.
Morning.
Good morning.
So, I am excited to announce that the Muncie Sanitary District's Bureau of Water Quality has been awarded the Indiana Governor's Award of Environmental Excellence in Land Use and Conservation. And this was awarded to us, I believe it was September 17th. In the Land Use and Conservation category. It is the highest honor in environmental stewardship, so we're very honored to have been awarded it. And just some background for those who aren't familiar with our program. We were started in 2021 as part of the Bureau of Water Quality. And freshwater mussels are known as the most endangered group of organisms in North America. But even more important than that, they're crucial to water quality, and that is important to us as water quality people. They're the natural filterers of our waterway. Each adult mussel filters 10 to 15 gallons of water every day. So that is huge. They remove excess sediment. So, when it rains, everything gets real chocolate milk out there. They remove that sediment, but they also remove excess nutrients. In our case, we have a lot of excess nitrogen and phosphorus, and they put it down to the bottom of the waterway and make it accessible to our macroinvertebrates that then move it up through our food chain. So they keep everything right here instead of pushing it downstream to our downstream neighbors and being part of the domino effect that ends up being the dead zone in the Gulf of Mexico. So they're very important, and that boost to water quality is extremely important because even with all the work that the Bureau of Water Quality, the Muncie Sanitary District, the industries, and the citizens of Muncie have done, and all of the improvements that we've made in water quality, there's still room for better water quality. So our innovative approach was to breed freshwater mussels, try to get those populations started to getting back to what they once were. Historically, we had tons of mussels. They talk about so many mussels that you couldn't walk across a waterway without stepping on them. At this point, due to multiple historical challenges. We have populations that are broken up, populations that are very small, no longer reproducing. And so we want to breed mussels in a controlled environment that mimics the natural life cycle. And in that controlled environment, we can improve their survival. Because out in the waterways, only 1 in 10,000 makes it to adulthood. So we obviously want better numbers than that. We want to reproduce these mussels, put them into our waterways, and start getting them working with us. So we have already placed mussels back into our waterway. In 2023, we put 123 mussels out. And this year, by the end of this year, we're hoping to get 750 out into our waterways. We also will have 1,600 that we overwinter in our facility with the hopes of putting those out next year. So this means that if you do the math, the mussels that we have had out since 2023 have filtered over 1.3 million gallons of water since they were put out, removing all of those things from the water and cleaning our water for us. And by the end of this year, the mussels that will have been put out will remove will filter 4.1 million gallons of water every year. So that is huge for us. So we also want to thank everyone who has been involved with this project. Obviously, the Muncie Sanitary District, the Muncie Sanitary District Board, every person at the Bureau of Water Quality, they have all been instrumental in helping us get to this point. Jason Ingram and the Muncie Water Pollution Control Facility, they've helped us in so many ways. And our partners and funders, we're very happy to say that our program is funded through grants. And we're also really proud of the fact that this is the second year in a row that the Sanitary District has gotten this award, with the Sanitation Department winning it last year. So if there's any questions, I'd be happy to answer them.
Thank you, Laura.
Kudos to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mr. Clark?
Yeah, congratulations. We're very proud of the work that the Bureau of Water Quality does. Great team effort, and we are thankful too for for those that provide the funding, our grant agencies.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Mr. Sylvie?
It's interesting that we're doing this. I just happened on an article in Chesapeake Bay. You might be familiar with that. Potomac, they're trying to do the same thing. Maybe we're just a little bit ahead of them in Muncie, and that's cool.
Yeah.
Mr. Overton?
How do we help the mussels live longer in the riverbeds? You said that few make it to adulthood, so what kind of things can be done in that area?
Oh, yes. So, one, a lot of people don't realize that all mussels, all native mussels in the state of Indiana are protected. So you aren't allowed to actually even touch dead shell. So make sure that you leave mussels where they are to live their lives, do what they're supposed to do. Protecting stormwater. Stormwater is where we get a lot of our sediment, a lot of our excess nutrients. So anything that you can do to lessen the impact of stormwater and improve the water quality going back into our waterways will help our mussels. And learning everything you can about water quality, freshwater mussels, and how to protect our waterways.
Thank you.
Mr. Smith?
You guys have an amazing program out there. I met with you a couple of years ago, and you walked me through everything, and just a lot of education. Do we offer like any kind of tours to local schools or other organizations? If so, how can they contact you?
Great question. Yes, we absolutely do. We're happy to take people on tours. We have our White River Freshwater Mussel Population or Propagation Facility where we do our mussel work. And then we also have the White River Education and Research Center where we do a more holistic water quality that includes our biology, our fats, oil, and greases program, our stormwater program, our chemistry program, everything that we do at the Bureau of Water Quality, all the information that we have there, including, I don't remember how many fish tanks we have. We got a great setup with a lot of native fishes, and we do tours on all of that. So you can contact anyone at the Bureau of Water Quality. You can contact Chuck Jones, as the director, you contact Laura Boley. Any of us will help get you to that, and we're happy to give tours, and that is part of our mission, is to educate the public and believe that that is the way to make change.
Congratulations to everyone.
Thank you.
Mr. President, I had another question. Okay. Laura, is it limited just to the White River, or are we also introducing these mussels to our streams and creeks that flow?
Another great question. So we have placed mussels in White River and tributaries locally, and future efforts will expand beyond that.
Okay, thank you. Great.
And, Laura, how many successful mussel propagation facilities are there in the state of Indiana?
There are two.
And the other one is?
The other one is with the national parks at Indiana Dunes, so they are focused on a different kind of effort.
And if I recall correctly, this started with a Ball Brothers grant. I think it was $90,000, something like that.
Well, that was in there, but it was even smaller than that. If you go way back with the Nature Conservancy in Indianapolis Zoo was smaller. We got half of a grant and then added the Ball Brothers and the Community Foundation, and were able to build 2 facilities kind of for the price of one, and have just kind of picked up grants as we've gone and been able to build it from there.
Yeah, I just, kind of feel it's worthwhile to point out, one, thanks to Laura's efforts, and Chuck was also a big part of that right at the inception. We basically duplicated and/or, in my opinion, bested, the state's effort with basically no money, and I think they're several $1 million into their process. So that's, one, frankly, an amazing testament to both of you and Chuck's resourcefulness. Rick was part of that too when he in his prior role, obviously. So I'll give Rick a smidge of credit. We try not to give him too much. His hair gets bigger, as you know. But no, it's amazing what you guys have done with very little, and we're very happy to keep one supporting that effort. In the things that I do, other state officials, people that I work with within DOT, they're like, hey, we want to go visit the mussel facility, when I'm out on a job site. So, we've got a reputation, obviously, at this point. We're, leaders, and that's where we want to be, and that's through your guys' efforts. So, we appreciate everything that everybody at MSD does, and it's just nice that we got recognized at state level for that. So, fantastic work. We're so happy that you work here for us, and you guys continue doing an amazing job. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for your continued support.
All right. Moving on to old business. Mr. Clark.
No old business, Mr. President.
Mr. Selvey.
No.
Mr. Overton.
None.
Mr. Smith.
No old business.
None for me either. There is no new business on the agenda. We'll move into our additional board topics. Mr. Clark.
Not at this time, thank you.
Mr. Selvey.
None.
Mr. Overton.
Just a quick, Chuck, I'd be interested to know, when you look at that lab equipment, is it possible to, one, identify the savings that will happen with getting that equipment, and then secondarily, would there be outside entities that want to pay you to use that equipment for them, and then what would that benefit the sanitary district? So if you get that to the board, I'd appreciate it. Thank you.
Mr. Smith.
No new business.
I think we've had enough of a love fest, but once again, we'll continue saying good job, everybody. We do appreciate all the work that everyone does for the sanitary district, and it's a group effort, and as Laura said, lots of support all the way around, up and down, and that's something we want to continue doing, for any kind of department-led effort, because this all kind of started as a I bet we could, and then we did. So that's how these things get moving. So we want to encourage that kind of thinking, and we want to continue being innovative, and continue trying to be the best. And in this case, we actually were the best. We have an award and everything. But yeah. Good job, all. So with that, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
With a motion and a second, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Hearing none opposed, this meeting is adjourned.